Yeah, so WWS Scenics, or WW Scenics, we're doing a deballer, which is not something you get for your dog at the vets, and it gets rid of the balls on your static grass. As long as you bought 3 packs of static grass, any size, you got a free one of them, which I think he charges £9 for that. I was contemplating on making one out of some steel mesh, because I've got a few bags of static grass, and the longer they're in storage, the more likely that I think it's just the static forming in them, they clump together. So I duly ordered some stuff just to experiment with. Now I went for the smaller stuff to give me sort of like low heathland and that sort of thing. So we've got little bits in that there. Patchy. So you obviously get the different colours in it, which is more natural, I find. But again, you can see in this one that's all balling up, and then some tiny stuff is like powder. 1 mil. I might have to get one of those knock bottles, I think, for that stuff. That just drops straight out of my static machine. And some seasonal green mix, which is just obviously a little sprinkly for putting on trees and things and sticking to the foliage. So that was another one for me tree progress, and a couple of model colours, dark colours for weathering and giving tones and things. So we got smoke and a wood grain, obviously sort of dark weathered, washed out old pieces of timber you might find in various places. So again, that's just another sort of accent colour for me, and that'll be ready for scenic time after building time. And we've got another one down there. Well, more static grass, this time Pico, which is basically, well, more scenics anyway, but it was a good price. And I haven't found the paperwork in the box yet, so I'll have to go through and make sure everything's in there, or we'll go through it. But yeah, basically it's a rather large quantity of scenic material. Well, as you can see, or not, because it's probably not all in shot, we got quite a bit of stuff. Again, it's from Model Junction. I think if my last video or previous videos been put up, they had some stuff at quite good prices, and you know, it was too good to miss, being that you want to have a good supply of bits and pieces when you're building. I took full advantage of the good price while they've still got it, and while I've still got the money. They don't put an invoice, so I just printed it off on the email. Very well packed though, I've got to say. So give you an idea, the Plastruct, I think there's a pack of 7 sheets. It's the half mil stuff, they didn't have any one left, I think, but ideal for scratch building. Obviously you need to strengthen it at ½ mil, but probably put another layer of plastic card on anyway, so it'll laminate it. I think you're looking at about £8. I got it £4.49. So good saving there. Excuse me, I'm sort of full of the back end of a cold or something I had last week, so I'm a bit snotty. Another wash women seem to go in the backyards of the buildings. That was £5.10. Again, that would be £9 upwards. It's a prizer one. Metal handrails, tiny little stanchions. They're designed for obviously putting on locos or things, but well, anything you can use it for to make a handrail. You obviously just stick those in and then pass a brass wire or whatever through the top, glue it or solder it. So I thought they just might be useful, and they were £3.40 for a pack of 35, so you know, nice little scenic thing, come in handy maybe. They had some various loco parts. This is, you'll probably see, a set of handrails for a loco. Now I bought them on the gamble that they might fit, or I can make them fit, one of those Fratachi ones that's got the missing handrail set. It may or may not work, or they might be able to fashion it. Some of it looks a bit better than it does with absolutely bugger all on it. Again, that was £2.10, so it was worth buying just on the premise that if it fits it's a bonus, and if it doesn't, well, they are. If you watch my video about the American flat well wagons I've got, there was a difference in some of the wheel sets and bogies, or trucks as they call them. So I bought on a set of offset KD couplings, so that should alleviate any potential problem there. Again, they were £2.85. They're normally about £5 a pack, so again, another little clearance bargain. Another good find was these. I featured one in my last video from these Flock and Turf Scenic Express. They're in the same size containers as the Woodland Scenics, so I think I cleared them out of what they had left. There's various types. SX is the part code 856. Which is Desert Dust Course. Some of that left. So it's not as light as it was on the picture. That's sort of like £4.49. So I mean, you're getting less than half the price of Woodland Scenics. And that's the dearer one at £4.49. Spring, £4.49. Flock and Turf Moss Green, £4.49. Humus Blend, that's quite heavy, it's a fine one, but it's very dense. It was £3.49. I mean, I've got Woodland Scenics ones as well. How much do we pay for the Woodland Scenics? Yeah, so a bit of a contrast. Again, still cheap for Woodland Scenics, but this one was the clump foliage, £8.25, which, I mean, they're 10. I think the cheapest I got on the other one was £10.20, and this one £6.35 for coarse turf. Again, good price. Well, these are off the site now, but I bought this one and this one. They were written on the back, £5.49 each. There are some other variations of these colours still on the site, I believe. To give you an idea, I mean, £5.49 is what I paid. eBay, alright, it's got the postage on it, £15.59. But looking at a model shop, they want £12.50, and that's without your postage. So again, a steal. This little pack here, 42 pieces, again little bushes of plants, £3.35. I mean, that's cheaper than me buying the ones from China for that money. The one was these army painter. They were clearing these at £2.99 each. They're normally sort of £4.99. I'll just quickly go through these. These were Woodland Scenics, £3.35 a bag. with the exception of the coarse turf, which was £2.49. I bought another bag of that because it's £1.80. The wooden Scenics ones are like £6.75 a bag, and they're not huge bags. So again, the whole thing is, you know, I don't know if you sort of worked out what I paid and what I would have paid. You know, there's a fair chunk of money there. So I'm nearly on the final furlong. Knock. Again, these are, I think, £8, £5.49 for the large packs. Wild grass and pasture meadow, I think it was, or cow meadow, cow field we call them. Smaller 30g packs, £1.49 each. Again, knock stuff is usually not cheap, about a fiver. The Pico stuff, £2.35. The big bag, £6.95. I just googled that. £13 in Hattons for carpet cutting. I bought some ribbon cable as well. That was £1.49 for 2 metres. Always handy for doing the locos with the old decoders and things. These little motor mounts, a bit like a pipe clip with a self-adhesive. So the little can motors will fit and clamp into them. I thought they might be handy for some scratch building or motorising projects. Easy Lube, I think that going £2.40. And that stuff's, I think, about £6–7 on Gauge Master. Oh, thanks for bearing with us. We're there. Got a full sheet of ticks, so nothing missing. So we got another big one of the Forest Floor Scatter, £3.49. It's quite weighty. It's in the larger tub. And to complement that, this one's called Scattergrass with Flowers. It's just a light. They do advertise it as 2.5mm. There is some fibre in there, so it's like sort of static grass and bits. That was £5.99. The little ones, we got light green. That's like a really fine, almost like a sponge powder. That's a little coarser one here. That's called Classic Flock Mid Green. That one's light green. We've got another middle green, but just a finer blend, and then a really fine one which is olive. They were all £3.49 each. I haven't looked, but I'm pretty sure they'd be over the £5 mark. And these ones are, I think, between £7 and £12. So yeah, get yourselves over to Model Junction if you've got, for whatever they got left, and stock up while they're cheap.